Hey guys, it's Gus, and if you want to be a master crafter, you have to have a level 4 workshop. The problem with level 4 workshops is they're stupidly expensive or extremely time consuming to make. Well, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to make 60 of them at one time, and this is day 3 of this project. I'm expecting it to take about 90 days. So I'll be done at the end of August, beginning of September. The good thing about this is it takes very little time. I just need to check my boxes twice a day. And as I've shown in previous videos, if I'm just checking the boxes, it takes me about 11 minutes. And that includes invoking, so I'm knocking out two birds with one stone. If I'm spending the 24,000 morale, it takes up to 20 minutes. Some days I'll be able to, some days I'll miss, but hopefully I can do it most days. Uh, so, how do you get a level 4 workshop and why do you get a level 4 workshop? Well, first, let me show you how. So, to get level 3, you have to go to Mariel Begum. I think that's how it's pronounced. Well, you have to come to her for level 4 as well. And you're going to get this quest. Where's quest? Journal. The grand upgrade. You have to earn 5 million credits. 5 million. So there's two ways to do this. The first is you can actually pay AD by making a deposit. You can earn 1 credit for each AD. So to get 5 million credits, you can pay 5 million AD. This is super fast if you have the AD. The problem is, if I'm going to do this on 60 characters, it's going to cost me 300 million AD. Bump that. There's another way. This one's the long, painful way, and that's the way I'm going to do it. We're going to fill commissions. And the items you can craft for commissions changes daily. So in here, you're not going to see myrrh, but we're going to talk about myrrh in detail. I have my spreadsheet right here. We're going to go over. So you can craft gold needles, which is actually a viable option. It's actually one of the cheapest ways, if I'm not mistaken. But you have to craft 5 million divided by 3,500 of them and turn them all in. And I don't think those stack. It's a lot of time. And if it is cheaper, I would do it, but the amount of time it takes, I just can't do it. I like playing the game. So I'm trying to do this in a way that takes up as little time as possible. So I'm going to do myrrh, and it shows up 3 out of every 16 days, I believe. And a myrrh gives you 8 or 750 credits. But if it's a +1, you get 875 credits. So to fulfill the 5 million credits needed with Myrrh +1s, I need 5,715 Myrrhs created. If I'm going to do this on all 60 tunes, I'll need 52,500 Myrrhs. Yes, I am doing this, and I'm going to break it down to you how I am doing it. So it all started because this Gond event was a big bust. I know player who made over 200 million. Even though the prices aren't that high, they still made over 200 million. I didn't participate, and I knew I wasn't going to participate because the trial came out, and I like the playing the game. You know, this is what you do when you're not playing the game. And I had a choice between making AD and doing the trial, and I chose the trial because it was new, it was challenging, it was fun. I wasn't gonna not do that and miss out on the fun. So I'm in my workshop. And first, you're going to craft myrrh. And there's a good thing about myrrh. It only has one ingredient needed. So all you need is 3 myrrh branches and 64 silver, 82 copper. So how do you get the 3 myrrh branches? Well, you come over here to your gathering board and you're going to select myrrh branch. It's a level 17 item and you can use any gatherers. I'm going to probably use her when I get enough. She's amazing, but I'm using Elland right now and Nadia on most of them. Not all 60 tunes have the same gatherers, but pretty much that's it. And they're both using cobalt hatchets. You can craft them, which I did, or you can buy them in the auction house. They're like 10,000 each. So if you bought 60 tunes, 20 cobalt hatches at 10K, that's about 1.2 million AD. If you're gonna buy them from the auction house, I just crafted them, which is a total pain because you gotta mail them. So this is day 3 of the project, but it basically took 2 days to set this up. Well, not 2 full days, like 40 hours, but 2 sessions of playing. about an hour, hour and a half of each day to get this set up. So you're going to gather, and there's 64 silver, 82 copper, just like crafting the myrrh. And you're going to use every one of these gathers are, here I'll cancel his, just to show you. He is minus 25% commission and he has passion project. In the spreadsheet, I don't have all the dab hands and passion projects in there, which is going to obviously lower the cost over the long haul. And I'm going to get a 100% proficiency, 100% focus. So it will never fail. I don't have to factor in the cost of failing. And I have two gatherers doing it, but once I have enough myrrh branches, I'm going to cancel one of them, which is a good thing because they're filling up your collection box. And when your box gets full, you stop crafting myrrh, and you don't want to stop crafting myrrh. Obviously, if I checked my box more than twice a day, I wouldn't have that problem, but even twice a day is a pain in the butt. So this box will fill up really fast. Um, so you're gonna come over here. So those myrrhs, the original cost is 64 silver, 82 copper. But every artisan I'm using has a 25% discount, which brings the cost down to 48 silver, 62 copper. That comes out to a cost of 4 silver, 6 copper per branch. And when you craft, you need 3 branches. So the cost of 3 branches is 12 silver and 16 copper. So the cost of crafting one myrrh is 12 coppers or 12 silver, 15 copper plus the commission cost of 64 silver, 82 copper. Okay, so let's craft myrrh. And if you notice here, I have Saren, who's a minus 50% commission, Latoto, who's a minus 50% commission, and Unkra, who's a minus 25% commission. Not all. There's another minus 50% commission artisan. Obviously, I'd be using it if I had it, but I don't have all three of them on all 60 tunes. So I'm using the next best one, which is Unkra. She's great because let's cancel task. I'll show you what she does. We got Unkra. We're going to use our Cobalt. 100% success rate. Use the plus ones. She is minus 25% commission. But since she's not minus 50, she still has a awesome effective 15% dab hand. So 15 out of every 100 times, you'll get 2 myrrhs instead of 1. And that second one will be free. You don't pay any extra cost. So we're going to craft. So now I have 3, and Latoto has dab hand as well. Saren has no dab hand. Her thing is she's slow. She doesn't craft them very fast. But I'd rather pay the minus 50% commission and her craft slow than pay more commission and her craft fast. Because I'm not in a rush to do this. So now that I showed you that, when I oh, let me show you what happens with Latoto when we use Latoto. So we're going to go and use our Cobalt. We're going to use Latoto. Since she's minus 50% commission, it brought the commission from 64 silver, 82 copper down to 32 silver, 41 copper. So now I'm averaging on all these tunes. I know some of them are not 50% commission minus, but I have a ton of dab hands and passion projects being used. So I'm just figuring, because I cannot do a spreadsheet with all 60 characters in each of their specific arsons. I'm just doing my math at minus 50% commission on average. Um, so now a plus 1 myrrh costs 32 silver, 41 copper, plus the 3 branches that is 12 silver, 16 copper. So now we have a total cost of 1 myrrh being 44 silver, 57 copper. So 89 silver for 2 myrrhs, which is less than 1 gold. Now what? Now what do we do? We get to work. They're all going to be crafting nonstop till each of them has 5,715 mers. And I don't know how much a day it is per. I'm figuring because with morale that's 10. And each time I collect from the box, about half the box is myrrh, half the box is myrrh branches. So as soon as I can cancel a myrrh branch, it will help me get more myrrhs. But I'm figuring let's just say no low, we're getting 30 MERS a day. Uh, 5,715 equals divided by 30 is 190 days. That'd be 6 months. But if I can get it up to 60 MERS a day, which I think is very possible, then it will bring that down to 90 days, which is about 3 months. Oh boy. How much is this saving me? Well, as we know, as I mentioned, it's 5 million credits. You can spend 5 million AD. Uh, or I could buy 52,500 MERS from the auction house. Well, it'd be hard to get that many because once people start seeing people are buying them, everybody starts flooding the market and the prices start going up. So if we go over here to MER and look at this, it's going to have MER branches first. And they're coming out to be 185 AD each. Well, I can craft two of them for less the price of one gold. And one gold currently on the auction house is 210 at the lowest. So I'm paying almost double the cost if I buy the MER plus ones. So we need 50,000 credits. We get 875 credit per MER. So we need 5,715 MERs times the 44 silver, 56, 57 copper per. So we need a total of 22,546 gold and 81 silver and 84 copper per tune. So basically 2,550 gold per character, which is much, much less than the 300 million it would cost. For 56 tunes, I'll need 152,809 gold. At the current price of gold of 210, I'm spending 32,089,911 gold, AD worth of gold, which is much better than the 300 million. So by crafting the MERS yourself, you're getting your level 4 upgrades for 1/10 the cost. Remember, I'm not. I've showed this multiple times. All this gold is free because I have this gold factory going that's pumping out almost 3,000 gold a day. Well, I canceled that, so there's an opportunity cost I'm losing as well because during this 3 months, I'm not crafting that 3,000 gold a day or 2,500 gold a day for that 90 days or so it's going to take to get to this level 4 workshop. And once I get to 5,715, hopefully in August, maybe September, I might just tell my wife I need the entire day off and, you know, pay for a trip or something. And I might stream for the whole day crafting all these workshops to level 60 in one go. Why would you ever do, why do you need level 4 workshops? Well, the one reason is we get six. When you're at level 3, you get six more extra box spaces. When you get to level 4, you get six more. That's a nice little perk. You get 25% more storage. But here's the main reason why. You cannot be a master crafter without the artisans. You can. You're just not going to be competitive and you're going to be paying way more AD and way more resources every time you craft something. So let's go to our workshop and I'll show you. You know, all the artisans you get to apply are pure, most of them are pure garbage. If you want the good artisans, there's only two ways to do it. You have to go to the Zen market and go to, dang it, I hate when it does this. Mm, just a sec. It always does this when I'm recording it. And go down here to professions. And you can't see it in here, but there's a artisan recruitment. It doesn't show in the Zen market if your artisans are full. So if I went to another tune that had a free space, it would show up. So you go over here to professions and you type in artisan, and you can. So the people who buy them with Zen can sell them on the auction house. So when you open this, you have a chance of a common, rare, or epic artisan. Uh, Obviously, you want the epic, but there's like 25, 30 common and rare ones that you can get as well. You get to pick the profession, but getting the epic one you need is very, very expensive. I know I've spent tens of millions trying to get Yul Gustavert, because you cannot do the Feywood crafting without Yul Gustavert. She's just too good. So if you want the best artisans in the game, you have to be a level 4 workshop. Because once you hit level 4, the artisans start applying. And I have been gathering these artisans for 3 years, and I'm still missing two. So for 3 years, I have not gotten the two artisans that I still need. This is how ridiculous getting these artisans are. The game almost forces you to buy these Zen packs because the odds of you getting the epic companion you want are very, very, very low. And I've been trying for 3 years. So I'm going to up my stakes. I'm going to increase my odds of getting the artisans I need by six by what? 6,000%, 60,000%. But instead of having one artisan apply a day, I'll get 60 applying a day. And I'll show you. So when you come over here, oh, of course that. So you're gonna go to my artisans. You're gonna have once your artisans get full, you're gonna have almost all. If you want to be a master crafter, not crafter but master crafter, you need all these epic companions or artisans because I was talking about Yule Gustavberg, right? She is a tailor. And if you want to make the woven whiskers, she gives you a 25% chance of dab hand. When you combine that with your supplement, you have a 55% chance of getting double the results, which is crazy because you need 15 whiskers to make one woven whisker. So you really have potentially cutting your cost down by half. And you can't do that without her. You cannot be competitive in the MC crafting without having a Yule Gustavert. And I still need one. There's a jeweler I need that's a 25% dab hand, I believe, or 25% recycle that I haven't gotten. And then there's a artificer that has a 25% dab hand that I haven't gotten as well. So I need an artificer and I need a jeweler that I have not gotten for 3 years. So when they play on the other tunes, I will actually pay the commission the full cost of upgrading them just so I can use that one artisan for whatever I need them for. I did not know this video would be that long. If you got any questions or comments below, please do. This is extremely ridiculous. I don't recommend anybody do this because not everybody has 152,000 gold just laying around. And all the artisans that are at minus 50% commission, they bring that cost down to 152,000 gold. And I'm not going to get anything out of this. I'll get two artisans. Whoop-de-doo, right? But the good thing is I will get the best one from my gold factory is Aldequin, which will cut the cost down to minus 75% commission. So hopefully I start getting more of her on all my alts for my gold making factory. Thanks for watching, Neverwinter. Stay classy.